everyone, so today's back to school tutorial is a little bit different than any back to school or beginner look that I've ever done. I normally do like a really nude lip, but for this fall I was kind of feeling a little bit of a brighter lip with more neutral matte doll eye kind of eyes, kind of a more polished look for fall. And this is actually Blair Waldorf from Gossip Girl inspired. She always has really matte colors on her eyes with more of like a polished kind of just finished, not overdone look on her cheeks and her lip. It's still really neutral and school appropriate. It's just a little bit different than what I normally do. So I hope you guys enjoy this inspired tutorial. Starting off with MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This is a matte paint pot and it's my favorite one of the moment. And I'm gonna put this all over my eyes as a base with my ring finger. Then taking my MAC 239 brush, I'm going to combine two colors on the lid. I'm going to start off with the color Motif, which is a really pretty kind of peachy pink color. And I'm going to put this all over my lid. This is a really natural color that kind of naturally brightens your eyes and makes you look a little bit more youthful and awake, which is good for early mornings when you're rushing off to school. And then just to calm the color down a little bit because it's a little bit too peach for the look that I'm going for, I'm going to put a little bit of rice paper, which is just a little bit more of a yellow, and it's going to calm down the peachy pink colors that I just put on. And these two colors together make a beautiful brightening lid color. And it also works for lots of different skin tones. So even if you have a darker skin tone, these colors are going to be gorgeous on you. Then I'm going to take my MAC 224 brush and a little bit of this new color I picked up called Moleskin. If you have the color Wedge, that is very similar to this Moleskin color, and that would be a good dupe. And I'm just going to put this really lightly all over my crease. This is a great blending color, and it's going to kind of give me a little bit of depth in the crease without putting a really dark color, because this is supposed to be a very natural kind of polished look. And since we're doing a darker color on the lips than I normally do, we want the eyes to be really natural for this look. So I'm going to hold my brush right at the very end. This is going to give me the least amount of control and make the strokes really, really feather light so you can just blend right in that crease. I'm also going to take a tiny bit on the side of my brush and I'm just going to lightly dust this all over my lid. Again, just to kind of calm down these colors. We want this to be really well blended and really natural looking. I'm going to take another blending brush. This is the MAC 217. You can use the 224 for this step as well. I just used two separate brushes because I was doing my eyes separately and I didn't want to mix the colors. And I'm going to take another matte color. This is Brown Down. This is really nice. It's very similar to Espresso, which I use in a lot of tutorials, but this one has a little bit more of a warm kind of chocolate brown, red brown undertone to it that I think just kind of warms up your eyes further. I picked all matte colors for this look because Blair Waldorf from Gossip Girl always has like a really polished matte finish to her eye. I'm going to put just a tiny bit on the tip of my brush, even though that doesn't look like a tiny bit. That looks kind of like a lot. And I'm going to dab it on a Kleenex just to kind of get the excess color off. And then I'm going to put this right on the outer edge of my eyes. And you just want a tiny bit of this color. This color is really dark and will get kind of everywhere if you're not really careful with it. So again, holding my brush really far back, that's going to give me the lightest strokes. And I'm just going to kind of put this right on that outer corner, making a little V shape. So I'm kind of going down towards the corner of my eye and then up towards the crease. Then going back to my 224, I'm going to take Brule. This is a nice highlight color. I'm going to use this to just blend the entire look. So I'm going to use it under my brow as a highlight, but also to kind of blend out all of these colors that you put on the lid and just make them look seamless and flawless. One thing about Blair is that she doesn't wear a noticeable eyeliner. So instead of wearing a liner, I'm just going to kind of darken my lash line by using a little bit more of Brown Down and using my 219 pencil brush. I'm just going to dab a tiny bit on my brush and tap off any extra, and then I'm just going to kind of rub this very, very lightly right on the base of my lash line, and that's going to darken up the lash line and make my lashes look fuller when I put my mascara on, but it's going to look like I don't have any liner on at all, which is the look that she always has going on. So just very, very lightly right at the base, I'm putting a tiny bit of this Brown Down color. Then I'm going to curl my lashes. For mascara, I'm going to use Benefit's They're Real mascara, and I'm going to put this on my top and my bottom lashes. I don't normally do my bottom lashes. I normally just skip it, but I think it does open up your eyes further, especially when you have the white on your waterline. It's just a really nice look for school. So I'm going to put this on my top and bottom lashes. And I'm going to get both sides of the lashes. So I'm going to coat the bottom and the top sides and then pop them back up before it dries. Did you guys know spider lashes are supposed to be really in for fall? They were all over the runway shows back in February for the fall, and just kind of like spidery, like spacey lashes are like really in right now for beauty trends. If you guys are into that kind of stuff. If you guys are wondering, I'm wearing Purple Majesty nail polish by MAC. Okay, for blush, I'm gonna pick just a really warm plum color. That's a great color for fall. This is Feeling Beauty Powder Blush. Now, you can't get this one anymore, but I actually bought a blush at MAC yesterday that is almost an exact duplicate. This is Feeling, and this is the color Sur. You guys can see they're very, very similar. Sur might be a little bit lighter, but they're the same kind of tone. So if you want a blush color like this, Sur would be a good pick. And I'm gonna use my 129 brush, and I'm just gonna kind of pop this on the tops of my cheeks. And that's just gonna warm up my face. And my lighting is uneven right now because I'm filming during the day and my window's on this side of me, so if they look a little bit uneven, that's why. For lips, I'm actually gonna do kind of a darker lip color because Blair always has this really dark pink, almost red looking kind of stain to her lips. So I'm actually going to use a lip color that I've had for a while. This is Benefit in Good to Go. And you can apply this with a brush, but I'm actually just gonna apply it straight out of the tube. And then I'm just gonna blend it out with my fingers. And if you wanna just stop there, you can, but I'm also going to add a really bright pink gloss over it. This is NYX in African Queen. And I'm just gonna pop a little bit of this over this lipstick. And that gives you a look that's a little bit different than what I normally do. You're concentrating more on the lips and less on the eyes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this inspired tutorial, and I'll see you guys next time.